sido un día muy especial porque ha sido la iniciación de 5 personas.
Whenever these initiations takes place, it's a very, it's a very powerful spiritual experience that we all witness.
Es una experiencia espiritual muy profunda de la que somos testigos.
Initiations are done by Bhagavan himself.
Las iniciaciones están dadas por Bhagavan mismo.
And during those initiations, we can feel the power of Bhagavan, we can feel the presence of Bhagavan.
Y durante estas iniciaciones podemos sentir el poder de Bhagavan, la presencia de Bhagavan.
And that is why these experiences are very, very strong.
Es por eso que estas experiencias son muy, muy fuertes.
Sometimes your body also becomes very weak after having giving these initiations.
A veces también el cuerpo se vuelve más débil después de dar esta iniciación.
But I have to say that, I don't feel weak. I don't feel exhausted.
Pero tengo que decir que no me siento débil, no me siento exhausto.
There are times when I used to initiate people and I used to get very, very sick.
A veces había tiempos que iniciaba gente y después me sentía muy, muy enfermo.
And many times I had this pain in my body.
Y a veces tenía dolor en el cuerpo.
But all these initiations in Barcelona were very, very peaceful and very, very clean.
Pero todas las iniciaciones en Barcelona han sido muy, muy pacíficas y muy limpias.
That means that people who were initiated were very pure-hearted.
Eso significa que la gente que ha sido iniciada es muy pura de corazón.
They were as if waiting for Bhagavan, waiting for God.
Era como si estuvieran esperando a Dios.
And somehow they got connected with us.
Y han sido conectados con nosotros.
So, I would like to also thank Paula, Aditi, Andrea, Lina, for David, for helping me in this whole process.
Y también dice que quiere agradecer a Paula, Andrea, Aditi y los demás ayudándole en el proceso.
Without their help, it would not have been possible.
Sin esta ayuda no sería posible.
So today we are going to study. We have heard about knowledge.
Hoy vamos a estudiar, hemos escuchado del conocimiento.
So today we are going to study about knowledge. What is knowledge actually?
¿Qué es el conocimiento?
Because whenever we talk about knowledge, we think about self-knowledge.
Cuando pensamos de conocimiento, pensamos del conocimiento del ser, del autoconocimiento.
Self-knowledge indeed is knowledge, but it's a whole process.
Pero es todo el proceso, sí que es la realidad.
So Lord Krishna had described this knowledge in a very beautiful way.
El Señor Krishna describió este conocimiento de una manera muy hermosa.
There is a chapter in Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter.
Hay un capítulo en el Bhagavad Gita, el capítulo 13.
It is called, 13th chapter, it's called Kshetra Kshetrajya Vibhagyo. So Kshetra Kshetrajya Vibhagyo. So it talks about, field, what is the field and who is the owner of the field. Field.
El campo. ¿Qué es el campo y quién es el dueño de ese campo?
In that, Arjuna asked him, what is knowledge?
Entonces Arjuna le pregunta, ¿qué es el conocimiento?
And what is to be known?
¿Y qué es lo que tiene que ser conocido?
So Lord Krishna had answered these questions beautifully.
Y Señor Krishna respondió de una manera hermosa.
So today we are going to, study about what is knowledge, and tomorrow we are going to study about what is to be known. Why, why we are here, why we all are here.
Hoy vamos a estudiar qué es el conocimiento y mañana qué es lo que se tiene que conocer y
So there
por
are
qué
three
estamos
things.
aquí.
There are three things. One is the knower, one is the known, and one is the knowledge.
Hay tres cosas. Una es el conocedor, la otra es lo conocido y la tercera el conocimiento.
So I am the knower,
Yo soy el conocedor
or you are the knower.
o tú eres el conocedor.
You are going to know something.
Vas a conocer algo, saber algo.
What you are going to know?
¿Qué es lo que vas a
You are going to
conocer?
know the self.
Vas a conocer el ser.
The self is the known.
El ser es lo conocido.
So there is, how can I know the self?
¿Cómo puedo yo conocer el ser?
So there should be something which will connect me and the self.
Tiene que haber algo que me conecta a mí con el ser.
So what is that which connects me and the self?
¿Qué es esto que me conecta a mí con el ser?
It is the knowledge.
Es el conocimiento.
So when I hold the knowledge, when I take the help of knowledge, slowly, that knowledge takes me to the known.
Cuando sostengo el conocimiento, cuando me ayudo del conocimiento, paso a paso, este conocimiento me va a llevar al ser.
But spiritual knowledge is said to be something which is unmanifested, which cannot be thought about.
Pero se dice que el conocimiento espiritual es algo que no está manifestado, que no se puede conocer.
It says that abang manasa gocharam, that is, it is beyond mind, it is beyond speech.
Está más allá de la mente, está más allá del habla.
But Lord Krishna has described this knowledge in such a beautiful way, that we can hold this knowledge and we can approach.
Pero Krishna lo describe de manera hermosa que podemos sostener este conocimiento y aproximarnos.
And as we approach, slowly we will see that we have come near the knowledge, and at one time we will see that we have come, we have connected ourselves with the self, with the consciousness.
Y poco a poco, mientras sostenemos este conocimiento y nos aproximamos, poco a poco nos damos cuenta que llegamos al conocimiento del ser.
Okay, so let's start.
One question. These three things at the end is one.
Yes. When you reach the ultimate, then you see that the knower, the knowledge, and the known, which is one. The Trinity does not exist. So it says, Adhyatma Jnana Nittatvam Tattva. So it starts from here. What is knowledge? Okay?
¿Qué es el conocimiento?
The best thing about Bhagavad Gita is this, that Bhagavad Gita always talks about some characters.
Lo mejor del Bhagavad Gita es que siempre habla de unos caracteres.
If you practice those characters,
Si practicas este carácter,
or qualities,
las calidades,
then you come to the point.
Llegas a este punto.
When you go to a master in the Upanishad, you see, when a disciple goes to a master in the Upanishadic time.
Cuando un discípulo va a un maestro
In the time of the Upanishads.
En el tiempo de los Upanishads.
Then the master used to give him, teachings, lessons.
El maestro les solía dar lecciones a los discípulos.
And with those lessons, the child or the disciple had to do this, this austerity. And after a very prolonged austerity, he would realize the self.
Y con estas lecciones, los niños o los discípulos tenían que hacer sus austeridades y después de mucho, mucho tiempo podrían llegar a ser al conocimiento.
Okay, but Lord Krishna realized that these way of teaching can be possible for those who are monks.
Pero Lord Krishna se dio cuenta que este tipo de conocimiento o llegar a ser es posible para monjes.
Monks whose only work, whose only objective is to know the self.
Monjes cuyo único objetivo es conocer el ser.
He does not think about. He does not need to think about his living, his household, anything.
No tienen que pensar en sus necesidades, la casa, la comida.
So he can devote himself completely into this pursuit of knowledge.
Entonces se pueden dedicar su devoción completamente a este conocimiento.
In the way the Guru tells him to do this austerity.
De esta manera, como el Guru lo dice, con las austeridades.
But for for an office going person, for a person who has got his own household, he has got his own work, but is very very interested in spiritual knowledge. He wants to. He is a very very ardent devotee. He is a very ardent aspirant.
Pero para una persona que tiene un trabajo de oficina, que tiene un hogar y al mismo tiempo tiene un anhelo muy sincero de conocer el ser.
For him, it is not possible to spend hours in meditation.
Para una persona así no es posible dedicarse horas y horas a la meditación.
Because he has other activities, he has other things to do.
Porque tiene otros deberes, otras actividades que hacer.
Other things to attend.
Otras cosas que atender.
So, this is not possible for him to devote himself all the time, all along the day in meditation or in spiritual practice.
Entonces no es posible esa devoción durante todo el día a la meditación y la práctica espiritual.
So Lord Krishna is speaking about this Bhagavad Gita in the battlefield.
Entonces Lord Krishna habla de Bhagavad Gita en el campo de batalla.
Where a big war has to be, has to start.
Donde está a punto de empezar una gran guerra.
That means a huge activity is going to start.
Entonces empieza una enorme actividad.
And in this activity, Lord Krishna is giving the highest knowledge.
Y en medio de esta actividad, Lord Krishna da el conocimiento más alto.
And that is why this knowledge is very, very practical.
Por eso este conocimiento es muy, muy práctico.
We have our commitments in the world.
Tenemos nuestros deberes en el mundo.
So we need to attend to those commitments.
Tenemos que atender a estas.
In that case, Bhagavad Gita is very, very helpful to us.
Entonces el Bhagavad Gita en ese sentido nos ayuda mucho.
So let us see what Krishna is talking about in knowledge.
Vamos a ver lo que dice Lord Krishna sobre el conocimiento.
If I shape my life according to this, then I will see that I have started to receive this knowledge in my heart spontaneously, effortlessly.
Si moldeo mi vida acorde a este conocimiento, voy a ver que mi corazón se abre sin esfuerzo.
I don't need to meditate. I don't need to spend hours in meditation or in spiritual. Just by changing my focus, changing my way of life, changing my way of thinking, I see that I have made way for the knowledge to come into my heart.
No necesito horas de meditación, pero solo con un cambio de pensamiento, abriendo el corazón y hacer de la vida en práctica.
So let's read Bhagavad Gita. What is knowledge?
¿Qué es conocimiento?
Amanitvam, adammatvam, ahimsa, shantir, archava. So he is talking about some qualities.
Habla de algunas cualidades.
What is the qualities? The first quality is amanitvam. Amanitvam means, we see people, they say, I am big, I'm big, you are small. So this kind of differentiation that people make, this is called manitva. And amanitva means one who always considers himself to be very, very common, very, very humble. He never considers himself to be big or superior. He always thinks that I am humbleness. So this humbleness is amanitva.
Amánico es la primera cualidad y tiene que ver con la humildad, o sea, no ser superior a nadie.
So when you are in the path of spirituality, always you have to remember that you have to have this in your mind, that you should be very humble. You should always consider everybody to be the same, or to be superior than you. You should always keep your hands folded to everybody. That is called amanitva.
Cuando estás en el camino espiritual, tienes que tener siempre en mente esta cualidad de
Okay?
honestidad.
Understood, no?
Ser humilde y tener las manos, nunca ser superior de nadie, o sea, considerar a los demás superiores o iguales, considerarlos como iguales.
Always keep your hands folded. That you are nothing. You're very everybody is superior to you. Everybody is learned. Everybody is respected. Always respect people.
Siempre respetar a la gente.
So this is called amanitvam. Then adambhatvam, dambha. Dambha means I have a house, I have money, I have power. This is called dambha. And adamma means I don't have anything. And everything is God's. Everything is God's. Everything is of my masters. I have nothing. I don't have any knowledge. I don't have any power. I don't have any money. Everything that I possess is being given to me by my master or my Lord. This humbleness.
Todo lo que me he dado no me pertenece, pertenece a Dios. El Dhamma sería yo tengo esto, yo tengo este coche, tengo esta casa, tengo esto, y
Adambha.
Adama es lo contrario, o sea, no tengo porque no me pertenece a mí, siempre pertenece a Dios.
Okay? So, amanitvam, adambhatvam, you should practice these qualities.
Hay que practicar esas cualidades.
Then ahimsa. Ahimsa means somebody is hurting you. Somebody is hurting you, but you will never hurt him back. Even by your work or by your speech or by your thought, you will never think of anybody's harm. That is called ahimsa.
Ahimsa significa que si alguien te hiere, te hace daño, nunca vas a dañarle de vuelta. No responder dañándole, ni con pensamientos, ni con acciones, nunca hacer daño a nadie.
Many times we see that we get intimidated by others, by others' knowledge, others' power, and then what we do is we, in our mind, we think of harming them, hurting them.
Muchas veces vemos el poder de alguien y en nuestra mente pensamos en hacerles daño.
But never do this.
Nunca hagas esto.
Always free from this hinsa, always free from this thought of harming anybody.
Siempre mantente libre de este pensamiento en hacer daño a alguien.
In Sanatana Dharma, in Vedanta, it says that speaking the truth is good. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat. Speaking the truth is good, but speak that truth which will help people. But don't speak that truth. Na bruyat satyam cha apriyam. That is, never speak that truth which is going to hurt people, harm people.
Dice, hablar la verdad es bueno, pero siempre habla de la verdad que ayuda a los demás. Nunca hables de una verdad que podría hacer daño a alguien.
Okay, so there also when we see There are people who say that we have to talk about the hard truth, but we talk about hard truth for others. Can we accept that hard truth for ourselves? We don't.
A veces decimos, tenemos que hablar de la dura verdad, pero podemos hablar de la dura verdad hacia nosotros mismos, no podemos.
So we should always speak the truth. It's true. But at the same time, we have to be very careful that this truth is going to help people, not hurt people,
Entonces,
harm people.
sí, tener en cuenta de sí, hablar la verdad, pero siempre la verdad que ayude a los demás, nunca la verdad que pueda hacer daño a otro.
So here, ahimsa. You should never think of harming others, even in your mind. People might not see, but not even in your mind you should think about harming others.
Ni siquiera en tu mente debes pensar en herir a alguien.
Okay, so amanitvam, adammatvam, ahimsa, shanti. What is the shanti? The shanti means forgiveness. You should all be very forgiving.
Tenemos que perdonar, tener la cualidad de perdonar siempre.
Means we cannot do this. We have this rage. If somebody does something to us, we have this rage, anger. We cannot forgive.
No,
But
no podemos hacer esto, nos cuesta, porque cuando alguien nos hace daño, lo que pasa es que nos sale esta rabia. No podemos.
but Lord Krishna says we should be forgiving. Amanitvam, adammatvam, ahimsa, shanti, arjavam. Arjavam means kindness. You should have kindness. You should feel the pain of others.
Tenemos que tener amabilidad y sentir la compasión, sentir la pena de otros.
Okay? Then Acharyo Upasanam. Acharyo Upasana. That is, always treat the master to be like God or some. You treat the master to be like a deity or like devata or like a deva.
Trata al maestro como una deidad.
Always treat the master. Always treat and respect the master.
Trata y respeta al maestro.
And be thankful to the master that who is giving you this knowledge.
Y sea agradecido hacia tu maestro que te da este conocimiento.
Never try to find faults on the master.
Nunca intentes buscar errores en el maestro.
Okay? Acharyo Upasanam Shaucham. Shaucham means purification. There are two kinds of purification.
Purificación, hay dos tipos de purificación.
The first is purification of the body and the other is purification of the mind.
Una es la purificación del cuerpo, la otra la purificación de la mente.
So how we purify our body? By washing it, by keeping it clean.
¿Cómo purificamos el cuerpo? Pues lavando, manteniéndolo limpio.
It says that you should take a bath 3 times a day.
Se dice que tenemos que bañar o limpiar 3 veces al día.
So in this way, your mind, your body will be clean.
De esa manera, tu cuerpo va a ser limpio.
Now there is another thing which should be clean, that is mind.
Y la otra cosa que tiene que ser limpia es la mente.
How the mind remains clean?
¿Cómo se mantiene la mente pura?
By repeating, by chanting the name and qualities of the Lord.
Repitiendo y cantando las cualidades divinas de Dios.
Like we have this Hare Krishna.
Como tenemos el Hare Krishna.
This Hare Krishna is the name and the quality of the Lord.
Hare Krishna es el nombre y la cualidad de Dios.
When we say Krishna, Krishna is the name of God.
Krishna es el nombre de Dios.
Krishna means somebody who attracts you.
Krishna significa alguien que te atrae.
Krishna is not a body.
No es un cuerpo.
Krishna is a truth. Is a truth. Anybody who attracts you, this attraction only happens because of Godhood.
Krishna es lo divino, es algo que te atrae, no es un cuerpo.
So the name itself is its quality.
Entonces, el nombre en sí mismo tiene una
Karshati
cualidad.
yasa Krishna, that is one who attracts you is Krishna.
El que te atrae es Krishna.
So Krishna is the name and Krishna also is the quality.
Entonces, Krishna es el nombre y también es la cualidad.
So when you chant Krishna, Hare Krishna, you should know that Krishna is the word which means that attraction. So the attraction you feel inside, the attraction that you feel inside is because of Krishna.
Es la atracción que sientes por dentro, la atracción de Krishna, de Dios.
Now there is another word called Hare.
Y hay otra palabra, Hare.
What does this Hare means?
¿Qué significa este Hare?
So Hare word came from the word Hara.
Viene de la palabra Hara.
Hara means to steal.
Eso significa robar.
Okay? God is a great robber. God is a great stealer. You know, he is a great robber.
Dios es un gran ladrón.
What does a robber rob from you?
¿Qué te está robando un ladrón?
The robber robs that which he does not have.
El ladrón te roba lo que no tiene.
Which you have, but the robber does not have.
Lo que tú tienes, pero el ladrón no lo tiene.
So the God is a robber.
Entonces, Dios es un ladrón.
He will rob that which he does not have,
Va a robar lo que él no tiene,
but which you have.
pero lo que tú tienes.
What do you have and what does God does not have?
¿Qué es lo que tú tienes y lo que Dios no tiene?
You have ignorance,
Tienes
you
ignorancia,
have ego,
tienes ego,
you have jealousy,
tienes celos,
you have hatred,
tienes odio,
you have ignorance.
tienes ignorancia.
God does not have this.
Dios no tiene todo eso.
God only has peace.
Dios solo tiene paz.
God only has love.
Dios solo tiene amor.
And that is why he always attracts.
Y por eso siempre te atrae.
So God steals this. God steals this ignorance, this hatred,
Dios te roba la ignorancia, el
ego.
odio, el ego.
all this God steals it
Todo
and
esto
makes
Dios
you
lo roba
free.
y te libera.
So how does a man steal?
¿Cómo roba un hombre?
When a robber will come and rob you, how will he do? He will not even let you know that he has robbed you.
¿Cómo lo hace un ladrón cuando viene a robarte? Ni siquiera te vas a dar cuenta que te ha robado.
In the same way, God will rob you, but he will never let you know that he has already robbed you.
De la misma manera, Dios te va a robar, pero no te vas a dar cuenta.
Your
de que te va a
ignorance,
hacer.
your ignorance, your ego, your hatred, your sufferings,
Tu
all is
ignorancia,
robbed. Everything is gone, but you don't know.
tu odio, tu ignorancia, todo se va, pero no te das cuenta.
Understand? That is why it's called Hare Krishna.
Por
Hare
eso
Krishna.
se dice Hare Krishna.
He is a robber. Hare Krishna, you are a
Es un
robber.
ladrón, Krishna es un ladrón.
You know, in the Braja, in the place of Vrindavan, Lord Krishna is considered to be a thief.
En Brindavan, Krishna se considera un
So there is
ladrón.
a song, you know,
Hay una
Braje
canción.
Vasantam Navanita Choran. So there is a man, there is a boy in Braja, in the place, you know, Vrindavan.
En este lugar, en Brindavan, hay un niño.
Vrindavan, there is a boy who is the thief of butter. He steals butter from our houses.
Este niño roba la mantequilla de las casas.
Braje Vasantam Navanita Choram. Sri Radhikaya Hridayasi Choram. Who had stolen the heart of Radhika, Radha.
Él te robó el corazón de Radha.
Okay, they have stolen the heart of Radha. This thief, when he says Chauragraganyam Sharanam Prapatya, I want to surrender myself to this master of thieves, to this leader of thieves. I want to surrender myself.
Dice, quiero entregarme, rendirme ante este maestro ladrón.
So God is a thief.
Entonces Dios es
So
un
that
ladrón.
is called Hare Krishna.
Por eso dice Hare Krishna.
Okay, so for where we are? Arjavan. Arjavan Shautam. Oh, okay. So, repeating the name and qualities of the Lord. Hare Krishna,
Con la repetición del nombre y las cualidades de
Hare
Dios.
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Say, when you repeat the name and quality of
Cuando
the
lo
Lord,
repites,
then your mind becomes clean.
entonces tu mente se vuelve limpia y pura.
Also there is this sound, no? Om.
También está el sonido Om.
So if you chant this Om,
Cuando recitas, cantas el Om,
and you see that your mind is getting clear.
también te vas a dar cuenta que la mente se purifica y se pacifica.
All the impurities of your mind will just wash away.
Todas las impurezas de tu mente se van a lavar.
Okay? So, Shaucham, that is cleanness, is also part of knowledge.
Entonces esta pureza, limpieza es una parte del conocimiento.
Acharyopasanam Shaucham Sthaira. Sthaira means remain calm.
Eso significa mantenerse en calma.
What happens when we are in a situation, we become distracted.
¿Qué pasa cuando estamos en una situación? Nos distraemos.
We lose our peace, we lose our calm.
Perdemos nuestra paz, nuestra calma.
But it says that in any condition,
Pero dicen,
never lose your calmness.
en cualquier situación, en cualquier condición,
You have to practice this. You have to
nunca
practice this.
pierdas tu paz. Tienes que practicar esto.
Peace.
Tienes que
In any
practicar.
situation, any given situation,
Paz en cualquier situación.
always remain calm and quiet.
Siempre mantener
That
la
is called
paz.
Sthaira.
Claro.
And then Atma Vinigraham. Atma Vinigraham means dedicating your life for humanity, dedicating your life for the cause of the Master, dedicating your life for God. That is also part of knowledge. When you dedicate your life to the Master, when you dedicate your life to God, or when you dedicate your life to humanity, both of the, all the same.
Son tres caminos: dedicar tu vida al Maestro, dedicar tu vida a Dios, dedicar tu vida a la humanidad. Por eso son caminos de...
You all have to dedicate your life to some cause.
Todos tenéis que dedicar vuestra vida a una causa.
But where do we dedicate ourselves?
¿Dónde nos dedicamos?
We dedicate ourselves in earning money.
Nos dedicamos a ganar dinero.
We dedicate ourselves in earning power.
Nos dedicamos a ganar poder.
We dedicate ourselves in chasing our dreams, desires.
Nos dedicamos a perseguir deseos.
If you dedicate your life for God or for your Master, all your desires will be complete.
Si dedicas tu vida al Maestro, la humanidad, a Dios, todos tus deseos serán cumplidos.
There is one in one part, Lord Krishna says, Yang labdha chaparam labham manyate nadhikam tata yasmin stitena dukhena gurunapi vichalyate. He said there is one thing, there is one achievement by which you need nothing more. You need nothing more. You don't need any more anything. What is that? That is this self-knowledge.
Hay algo que conseguir y con esto no necesitas nada más. Es el autoconocimiento, el conocimiento del ser.
So you need to dedicate your life either to God or to your Master or to humanity.
Entonces tienes que dedicar tu vida o al Maestro o a Dios o a la humanidad.
And doing this, you will see all your problems, your financial problem, your this problem, that problem, everything will be solved.
Y haciendo esto, te vas a dar cuenta que todos tus problemas se resuelven.
But you run after desires,
Pero perseguimos deseos,
you run after making money,
perseguimos el dinero.
you will always remain distracted.
Si
Always
hacemos
remain.
esto, siempre nos quedamos distraídos y perturbados.
I tell you one story, a very true story.
A contar una historia.
This story was written by Rabindranath Tagore
Fue escrita por Rabindranath Tagore
because it's a true story.
y se dice que es una historia verdadera.
There was a very old, poor Brahmin somewhere in Bengal, in India.
En un lugar en Bengal, en la India, había un brahmin muy pobre y mayor.
He had a, grown-up daughter.
Tenía una hija adulta.
In India, marrying the daughter, giving marriage to the daughter is a very big task. You need a lot of money.
En la India, casar a una hija es algo que cuesta muy costoso.
So this old man always used to think, how will I get the money to, arrange my daughter's marriage?
Entonces este hombre mayor siempre pensaba, ¿cómo lo voy a hacer? ¿Cómo voy a conseguir el dinero para que suceda la boda de mi hija?
Every day he used to pray to the Lord, Lord, please help me, please help me. How will I get money from?
Cada día rezaba a Dios, por favor Dios, ayúdame, ¿cómo voy a conseguir el dinero?
One day he saw a dream.
Un día tuvo un sueño.
He saw a dream that in the forest there is a tree, and just under the tree there is this very, very, so if you can money money. Saap ke upar jo hota money. There is some very, suppose you just imagine that there's a diamond, big diamond.
Entonces, en ese sueño, el hombre vio un árbol en el bosque y abajo había
There's a big diamond there.
Una joya, como un diamante muy grande.
So when, he woke up in the morning, he went to the forest.
Entonces, cuando se despertó por la mañana, fue.
And he was, when he was going, he could recognize, yes, this is the path which I saw in my dream. This is the path.
Entonces iba caminando y reconoció este camino que había visto en el sueño.
When he came near the tree, he could understand that this is the place where I have seen the trees and the diamond is here. I have seen this place. Yeah, these trees I have seen.
Entonces,
but exactly which tree he was not understanding.
Reconoció el camino y el árbol por ahí, pero no entendió exactamente cuál era el árbol.
So when he was searching the tree, suddenly he saw there was a yogi sitting and meditating there.
Mientras buscaba el árbol, de repente vio a un yogi meditando ahí.
So he went to the yogi and said, Yogi, Babaji, I saw a dream that under a tree there is a diamond, big diamond. Can you tell me which tree it is?
Entonces fue al yogi y le dijo al yogi, tuve un sueño y en este sueño vi un diamante. ¿Podrías decirme cuál es el árbol donde se encuentra el diamante?
The yogi said, diamond. Oh, that tree.
El yogi dijo, un diamante, pues ese árbol.
Okay, go and see, it's there.
Mira, está ahí.
The man went and found this big diamond,
Entonces,
millions of euros.
El hombre fue y realmente ahí encontró ese diamante, podrían ser millones de euros.
Being very, very happy, he just, ran away from there.
Entonces se puso muy contento y se fue corriendo.
That his problem is solved, now he is a rich man.
Entonces sus problemas ya estaban resueltos, era un hombre rico.
But as he was running, suddenly a thought came to him.
Pero como estaba corriendo, de repente le llegó un pensamiento.
This yogi knew that there is this diamond.
El yogi sabía que ahí estaba el diamante.
Why didn't he take this diamond?
¿Por qué no lo cogió el diamante?
Why is he sitting there?
¿Por qué se queda ahí sentado?
That means the yogi has found something more valuable than the diamond.
Eso significa que el yogi había encontrado algo más valioso que ese diamante. Entonces volvió el hombre.
Came back and he touched his feet.
Volvió y tocó los pies del yogi.
And said, Je dhone hoiya dhoni, moni re manana moni, tahari khanik mani, hoiya na pasine. He said that by becoming wealthy, you have attained that wealth, by which you don't even consider this diamond to be wealthy.
Entonces dijo al yogi, tú has obtenido esa riqueza con la que ni siquiera te importa el diamante.
I need that wealth by going down my head. I need that wealth. Please give me that wealth.
Yo necesito esa riqueza. Por favor, dame esa riqueza.
Okay, so this is the wealth. This is the real wealth.
Esa es la verdadera riqueza.
When you dedicate your life then you find the real wealth in you.
Cuando dedicas tu vida, entonces encuentras la verdadera
If you
riqueza.
live your life for yourself, for your own selfish ends,
Si dedicas tu vida a tus propios intereses,
you will never understand the secret of life,
nunca
the wealth of life, the hidden treasure of life.
Nunca vas a entender el secreto de la vida en las joyas escondidas.
In
La
many
riqueza
parts of
escondida.
Vedas, it says, this life itself is God.
En muchas partes de los Vedas se dice que esa vida misma es Dios.
Where do you find God? Where do you search God?
¿Dónde buscas? ¿Dónde encuentras a Dios?
Search this life. Search the purpose of this life. You will find God.
Busca esta vida, busca el propósito de la vida y
Search
encuentras
why
a
did you
Dios.
come here? Why did you come here?
Encuentra la razón por la que has venido aquí.
Who are you?
¿Quién eres?
Who are yours?
¿Quiénes son los
Kasya
tuyos?
Kasya from Ka Kuto Ayati. Who are your people? Who are your own? Who are you? Where did you come from? Just search this much.
¿Quién eres? ¿Quién es tu gente? ¿De dónde has venido? Busca eso
You will find God.
y vas a encontrar a Dios.
Okay? So always dedicate your life for a purpose.
Siempre dedica tu vida a un propósito.
So it says, Sthira Atma Vinigraham. Atma Vinigraham. Dedicating my life for a cause, for humanity, for God, for my Guru.
Dedicando mi vida a la humanidad, a Dios, a mi gurú.
Then it says, Indriyartheshu Vairagyam Mana Ahankara Evacha. Indriyartheshu. Indriya Artha. Objects of the senses. What are the objects of the senses?
Entonces habla de los objetos de los sentidos. ¿Cuáles son los objetos de los sentidos?
Senses are five.
Los 5 sentidos.
Eyes, ears, tongue, nose, and skin.
La vista, el oído, el tacto, los 5 sentidos.
So these are five, senses. What is object of the senses?
¿Cuáles son los objetos de los sentidos?
Like the object of eye is form.
El objeto de los ojos, de la vista, es la forma.
So form is the first object.
La forma es el primer objeto.
Object of ears is sound.
El objeto del oído es el sonido.
So sound is the second object.
El sonido es el segundo objeto.
Object of nose is smell.
El objeto de la nariz es el olor, el olfato.
Object of tongue is taste.
El objeto de la lengua es el sabor.
Rica, muy rica, muy rica. Here go, here go.
Qué rico.
Here go, mama. Oof, oof, like this, huh? Here we go, oof. So, we go. Taste is the fourth object. And the object of skin is touch.
Entonces el objeto de la piel es el tacto.
So these are the five objects of senses.
Esos son los 5 objetos de los sentidos.
Form, sound, smell, taste, and touch.
Forma, sonido, olor, sabor y tacto.
So it says, Indriyartheshu Vairagyam. Vairagyam means unattachment. So whenever you are seeing any form, whenever you are listening something, when you are tasting something, when you are smelling something, when you are touching something, all these feelings that you are having, you should be unattached from them.
Habla de
Understand?
desapego. Pero siempre,
This is also knowledge.
todo lo que percibes a través de los sentidos, siempre tienes que estar desapegado de lo que sientes y percibes.
Indriyartheshu Vairagyam. You should be always, be separate. This, unattached, disconnected
Tienes que mantenerte
from
separado,
whatever you see. You can see, but don't get attached to what you're seeing.
Puedes ver, pero no te apegues a lo que
Don't
ves.
bring it inside.
No lo dejas en
What happens when I
dentro.
see you? Whatever I'm seeing you, my eyes went to you. Then it brought your image in my mind.
¿Qué pasa? Cuando te veo, entonces mis ojos traen esa imagen para adentro,
And then I started
en
to
la
think about
mente.
it.
Entonces,
Then I started to think about it.
con la mente empieza a pensar.
So you are outside.
Tú estás fuera.
What I did is, with my eyes, I brought you.
Lo que hice con mis ojos, le traje a mi
So
mente.
here it says, cut it. Don't bring it inside.
Y dice
See,
ahí,
that's
corta. Mira y ya está.
it. Don't bring the objects inside your mind.
No
You're listening.
entrar los objetos en tu mente.
You're listening and you're bringing it in your mind.
Estás escuchando algo y lo llevas a la
Listen.
mente.
And finish it there. Okay.
Escucha y déjalo terminar.
In this way, with all these 5 objects,
Con todo, con esos 5
these
objetos,
disconnect yourself.
desconecta.
Okay? These unattach yourself. Indriyartheshu vairagya.
Desapégate.
Then mana ahankara evacha. You also have to remain disconnected with 2 more things.
Tienes que mantenerte también desconectado de otras 2 cosas.
What are those? Mana, mind.
La mente.
Mind means thoughts.
La mente significa los pensamientos.
See what happens? Thought came
¿Qué pasa? Viene un
and you
pensamiento
got attached with the thought.
y te apegas a este pensamiento.
My mind is saying this. My mind is
Mi
saying
mente
that.
dice esto, mi mente dice aquello.
It is your mind who is saying this. It is not you.
Es tu mente que dice esto, no eres
But
tú.
you are thinking that this mind is me.
Pero tú piensas que esta mente soy yo.
And I am getting attached to what I am thinking.
Entonces me quedo apegado a lo que pienso.
Here it says, mana, try to remain unattached from your mind.
Aquí dice, trata de mantenerte
Let your mind
desapegado
speak whatever it wants.
de la mente. La mente que hable lo que quiera.
Let your mind go wherever it wants.
Deja la mente ir a donde quiera.
Don't care.
No te preocupes.
Don't be with the mind.
No te quedes con la mente.
Don't try to control your mind.
No intentes controlar la mente.
Just stay separate from the mind.
Simplemente mantente apartado de
If you
la
stay
mente.
separate from the mind, your mind will, automatically be in control.
Cuando te mantienes apartado de la mente, automáticamente va a estar controlado.
Because your mind cannot work without you. You are the consciousness. You are the power of the mind.
Porque tu mente no puede trabajar sin ti, sin tu conciencia.
Like
Tú eres la conciencia.
I have a very costly mobile phone.
Por ejemplo, tengo un móvil muy costoso.
3,000 euros mobile phone. Your Tango.
3.000 euros.
Okay? iPhone.
Un iPhone de nueva generación, algo así.
Yeah. But it does not have power. It cannot be charged.
Pero no se puede cargar.
Does it have any meaning?
Entonces, ¿tiene algún sentido? ¿Alguna?
The mobile phone will only work when it is charged, no?
El móvil solo puede trabajar cuando está cargado.
Without charging, the mobile phone has no value.
Sin
Isn't it?
carga no tiene
It can
ningún
be
valor.
3 mil, 10 mil, 15 mil.
Puede
It's not
costar
working.
50.000, pero no tiene ningún valor si no está cargado.
In the same way, your mind is charged by you.
De la misma manera, tu mente está cargada por
When
ti.
you get connected with the mind, your mind gets charged.
Cuando te conectes con la mente se carga.
And then it starts to create something so strong that you fall into that and you start to move in this way.
Entonces empieza a crear algo y tan fuerte que tú te enredas y
But
entras
this
ahí.
charge, this power is your power.
Pero este poder es tu poder.
And you giving this power, you fall into that and you die.
Pero tú dejas este poder y entras, caes ahí y te mueres.
Like a spider.
Como una araña.
The spider, it makes this huge
La
web.
araña hace esta
It
gran
creates this huge web out of itself
la telaraña de sí misma.
and then falls in the waves and dies.
Y a veces cae en esta telaraña y se muere.
Understand? In the same way, we create this mind and fall into that mind and we die.
De la misma manera, nosotros creamos esta mente, caemos en la mente y nos morimos.
So it says, disconnect from the mind also.
Por eso dice,
Don't charge it.
desconecta la mente, no la cargues,
Don't charge it. It will be
no le des
useless.
poder.
useless.
no sé,
The mind will be useless. When the mind is useless, then only you will know who you are actually.
cuando la mente no tiene inútil, cuando es inútil, la mente es inútil, entonces solo sí, perderás poder y entonces
But Swami, when we get the realization, so today I decide to come here. If I don't use my mind, I don't do nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Él dice,
Here it
si
is
no
called
uso la
discrimination.
mente, o
You have
sea,
to discriminate
sin mi
which
mente
one
no
to
estaría
take
aquí.
and which one to leave.
Entonces esa discriminación que
The
tomar y
mind,
que dejar.
mind tells good things also.
También la mente te dice cosas buenas.
So we have to take the good things but leave the bad things.
Tienes que coger las cosas buenas y dejar las cosas
But for in
malas.
general, what happens? In general, the mind is
Pero
always chaotic.
En general, ¿qué pasa? Con la mente es siempre caótica.
Okay, and when you are unattached from your mind,
Cuando estás desapegado de tu mente,
you are seeing all the thoughts.
miras, observas todos los
So you can take
pensamientos
the good thoughts and leave the bad
y
thoughts.
puedes elegir los buenos pensamientos y dejar los
Okay,
malos.
but if you are with that mind,
Pero si estás con esta mente,
then you cannot choose the best thoughts.
no puedes elegir los mejores.
But I'm not completely agree because how do you know really what are good thoughts or bad thoughts?
Dice que no está completamente de acuerdo porque ¿cómo sabes cuáles son buenos y malos
Until you
pensamientos?
didn't take the action.
Anything which will give you peace is a good thought.
Cualquier cosa que te va a dar paz es un buen
You
pensamiento.
know, if you think of coming here,
Si piensas en venir aquí,
just by the thought you will feel peace, you will feel love.
solo en pensar en venir aquí, vas a sentir
So that is a good
paz
thought.
y amor. Entonces es un buen
If you think
pensamiento.
about somebody
Si piensas en alguien
and if you feel peace about that,
y si sientes paz,
know that that person is a good person.
entonces esta persona es una buena persona.
Again, if you think about somebody,
También si piensas en alguien,
but while you're thinking, you're getting disturbed.
pero mientras piensas en esa persona,
Know that something is wrong
quedas
with that person.
perturbado, entonces hay algo ahí que no está bien.
Can I dig a little more, turning more? Because you said before that all that you see outside, there is a connection inside. So also this thought that I feeling good to come here is there is also an inside projection.
Yes. Everything is projected from your inside.
Todo está proyectado desde
The whole world that you have
todo el mundo que tienes es
is the
una
projection of your mind.
proyección de tu mente.
You had that thought, and that is why this
Has
is the
tenido,
projection.
has tenido este
If you had
pensamiento
the thought that I
y
will go to
existe esta
Playa,
proyección.
Yeah.
so you are there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because everything happens with the thoughts.
Todo pasa con los pensamientos.
Understand? So we have to be disconnected from the mind as well as ego.
Tenemos que
That
estar
is I.
desconectados de la mente y del ego, del yo.
I am the doer. I am this. I am that. This kind of attitude, you know.
Esta actitud que yo soy el hacedor, yo estoy haciendo esto, yo hago aquello.
This is called ego.
Eso es el ego.
So you need to always think that I am not the doer.
También siempre tienes que pensar, yo no soy el
The
hacedor.
divine is working through me.
Lo divino está trabajando a través de mí.
I am not the doer.
Yo no soy el
So
hacedor.
this is how you should, approach.
Es como debe ser tu aproximación.
Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanu darshanam. That is, in every experience of our life, we should always try to find the truth about it.
En cada experiencia de nuestra vida siempre debemos tratar de encontrar la verdad de esa experiencia.
Like in birth, in death, in happiness, in sorrow, in illness, in every experience that we have in our life, try to find the truth. Where is the truth?
En cada experiencia, en nacimiento, en muerte, en pena, en alegría, ¿dónde está la verdad?
When you try to find the truth of each experience, you will see that no experience is true because nothing is, it stays forever. It's just for the time being.
Cuando tratas de encontrar esa verdad en las experiencias, te vas a dar cuenta que ninguna experiencia es verdadera,
Because all the
que no
experiences
se mantienen.
are just time being. It's like it's just for some time.
Todas las experiencias se mantienen por un tiempo.
That is why don't get distracted with those experiences.
Por eso no te distraigas con esas
Always
experiencias.
remain separate from them
Siempre mantente separado,
by knowing that this will pass. This will pass.
sabiendo que esto va a pasar, va a pasar.
Okay, so we stop here. Wait, what is the time now?
Eight,
9
59.
59.
1 minute for 9.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
Wow.